what is up YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be reviewing the Titan's Return, I think it's lead class, Overlord, and Dreadnought. So this figure, I really like it. I've heard from some people that it's got quite a lot of hate. I can see why. Mine does have problems, but overall I do really enjoy this figure. So starting off, getting down into the details, the head is very nicely detailed. It looks very nice. Obviously it is a headmaster, which I'll get onto in a minute. The chest has got loads of moulded in detail. Going down to legs, this guy has a lot of stickers. There's two on the leg here. There's and then they've got Decepticon symbols on the arm. Go down to legs, very nice. Going up the back, it's not as clean. Again, you've got two Decepticon stickers there. It'll become more relevant in vehicle mode. Again, sticker there. Stickers on the arms there. But overall, this is a very nice figure. He does have a little bit of a backpack, but that comes relevant in transformation. And just a side note, this figure does come packaged with this bit up like that. But all you've got to do, if you don't want to have that up, just fold it down. It's that simple. It's not that big a deal. And I've got to say, I do really like this guy's colours. The white, the blue, the black, the kind of turquoise kind of colour, and the purple just mixes so well, and I do think it looks very nice. Now, as for articulation, this guy does actually have quite a bit of articulation. The head can kind of move up a little bit, down a little bit, and it can do a full 360. The arms can move out that far, and can move up at that joint as well, the transformation joint. They can do a full 360. There is a swivel at the bicep, I think. I don't know anatomy. He has just over 90 degrees of bend at the arm, at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist unless you include the transformation joint moving in. No waist articulation, although he does have a kind of back crunch in a way due to transformation, but that unplugs a lot of the stuff on the back. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, and out that far. There is a swivel at the end of the leg. There is just under 90 degrees of bend at the leg, at the knee I mean, and there is a beautiful ankle pivot. And due to the transformation, you can do quite a bit with the feet, because the foot is on a double hinge, and at the back you can angle that down. So if you really wanted to, you could have his foot like that, and it will still stand, kind of, but not as well as how you're supposed to have it like that. So yeah, now this thing on his arm is detachable. This is the cockpit for jet mode, so if you want to have the kind of G1 look, you can plug it on the arm. Or there is a tab there, which can tab in there, if that's what you want to do. It's something. Or you can do you can attach to the transformation peg, where these two tabs here will plug into these slots here, like so, and that will just hang down there like a backpack, and kind of gives him a little suspicious looking thing between his legs, if that's what you want to do. But personally, I like to just have this sit on his arm, because that's just how I like to have him displayed, because I think it looks quite nice. Now as for his gun, it's pretty average gun, just all painted purple. The paint on this figure is pretty good. It hasn't chipped for me, so that's a positive. However, I do kind of wish that this went further into his hand, so you don't have all of this peg just sticking up. I just think that doesn't look very nice. Now, quickly get down to his first. Size comparisons first. Always forget that. So here he is with Deluxe Class Full of Cybertron Jazz, and as you can see, he is quite a bit bigger. That's a bit of an understatement, but there you go. Here he is with Siege Voyager Megatron. As you can see, I think that works quite well. I do quite like it. Yeah. And here he is with Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager Prime. And as you can see, again, I think that works. Prime works with Megatron, so he's going to work with Overlord. So yeah, that is it for Overlord's robot mode. Oh, almost forgot. You can actually open up his chest for these things. I've heard that this is for the Japanese release of the figure. You can put Giga and Mega in there, which are obviously from the original cartoon. But if you want, I don't have any other Headmaster, so I'll quickly use this opportunity to show off Overlord's Headmaster, Dreadnought. He just apparently you can just slide him in there, and with the current Headmasters, they don't really fit, and you can't close it up properly. So I don't really understand it much, but obviously that's primarily for the Japanese release. And quickly show off Dreadnought, Overlord's Headmaster, who you access through open up the helmet kind of structure. He is very nice. He's got a blue and gold head. I don't know how well this is coming out on camera. Look at this. Oh, focused. God damn it. Well, you can kind of see it through the blur, I guess. I'm sorry. This really isn't working. There we go. As you can see, he's got a lovely blue face which is painted with a kind of gold mouth plate, and his body's just in grey plastic, and the rest of him is just moulded in black, and he's got the massive Overlord head. And as for articulation, it's pretty standard. The head is on a ball joint, although mine doesn't really move that much. The arms can move forward, go all the way up, can kind of move out, but it's very restricted, and his legs can move forward, they can bend that way, they can bend the other way, so obviously you can go into Headmaster mode. He's pretty well articulated, but that is pretty much it for Dreadnought. So anyway, time to get down to base mode. Okay, so this is Overlord's base mode, and it's okay. I mean, it kind of looks like a base. I don't think there's any figures that will really work well with this as a base, unless you... I suppose it would kind of work as a more outpost kind of place, but not really as a full-on base. He does have these little peg things, which I believe are so that you can hook up with Tripticon, or any of the other Titans, or Sky Shadow, which is pretty much the same mould. It's okay. He's got several little pegs throughout, so Dreadnought can plug onto him. You've got two on each of the legs here. You've got one there and one there. You've got a couple there, but again, that'll just that'll just have him kind of floating there. And then there's one up here on this kind of platform area. But it's okay. I mean, it's not perfect. It's just a silly base mode, and if you're a child, it'll please you quite well. So that is the base mode. So now I think it would be time to get down to the other two modes. Actually, before I do that though, time to do some more size comparisons. Here he is with Deluxe Class full Cybertron Chaz, and as you can see, he does shrink quite a bit in height because his entire legs pretty much just fold underneath and act as a platform. Here he is with Siege Voyager Megatron, and as you can see, he's now about Voyager height, but again, that's because his entire legs have just folded under. And last but not least, here he is with Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager Prime. So that is pretty much it for Overlord's base mode. So it's time to now move on to his jet mode and his tank mode. Here we have Overlord in his vehicle modes, and they are very nice. They do have their flaws again, but oh well. It's not really a toy that doesn't have flaws. So yeah, I'll start off with his jet mode, which is made up of his upper torso, and it looks very nice, especially from the top. From the bottom, you can kind of tell how it works. You've pretty much just got his torso and his arms just hanging out there. But overall, it's very nice, and you're not going to be looking at it like that unless you have it displayed as kind of flight mode. You can flip up these little landing gear, but I personally like to leave them down just so I can have it on the floor. You can open up the cockpit and take little Dreadnought, straighten out his legs, and he can sit in there. And you can close the cockpit, and he fits in there nicely. He does rattle around a little bit, but then again, it's never going to be a perfect fit. And you can just take him out and put him to the side. And yeah, it's very nice. It does have quite a lot of stickers. This entire line is a sticker. That's a sticker there. That's a sticker, and that's a sticker as well, and then again it's the same on the other side, and it's okay. I don't really care for the stickers. I never really have. I find them a little bit annoying. I prefer if you could just mould out of plastic, but I can understand why they did it. For such a big figure, that would be a lot more expensive. From the back, he doesn't really have thrusters exactly, and it's a bit untidy, but I suppose you could say this bit where his lower torso connects to his upper torso could act as a thruster, but these are just the hands folded in. So overall, it's a very nice jet mode, and I do quite like it. And next is the tank mode, and this is actually it's a pretty neat little tank. The way the transformation works is ingenious, how the legs pretty much just fold in on themselves to form this neat little compact tank. And I really like this. I don't know why I like it so much, but I just do. The turret can't turn or anything, but I just really like it. And the way that the gun integrates into it is just... it just works so well. And I know this is similar to the Titan's Blitzwing, but I just really like it. There's not any kibble to talk of, unlike with this one. It's so clean, and even if you look underneath, it's still really clean. You can see the crotch there, but it's not that bad. From the back, there's a little bit of gappage, but you can't tell that this was part of a robot. One slight problem I have in my note is that it is cracked in there. I don't know if it was like that when I got it, or that happened when I was transporting it, but considering I didn't really do anything with it when I opened it, I presume that's just how it was. But it has no, doesn't affect the structural integrity of the entire thing whatsoever, and I'm going to have this displayed, so it's not really going to affect me. Again, you can take Dreadnought, and he will just sit in there again. and it's very nice. And I do really like it. There's a way that you can kind of get the jet to carry this. It kind of works. You fold these out, and they have little tabs on them, and then there are little slots there, and you're supposed to be able to like hook them on. I'm probably not going to be able to do it here, but you're supposed to be able to hook that on, and I've done it before and it doesn't really work, so it's kind of pointless. But if you want to do it, that is something that you can do. Again, stickers on this guy, he's got 2 Decepticon stickers there, but that's pretty much it. The rest of it's painted. The blue paint holds up really well. Sorry if you can hear rustling the paper to the side of me. I've got a piece of paper and I keep accidentally putting my elbow on it, and it is a bit annoying. But yeah, he does have little wheels on the bottom, so he can roll very well. So yeah, that's pretty much for these two. And they do each have little ports for the headmaster to stand on. They've got one there, and is that it for this guy? Oh, and you've got 2 or 4 back here. And then on here you've got 2 there, and yeah, that's it for the jet mode. So you can have Dreadnought standing up there, commanding everyone around, if that's what you want to do. So for comparison, here he is with Deluxe, well here they are, Deluxe for Cybertron Jazz. As you can see, they do compress quite a lot, but then again, this is literally the 2 halves of Overlord, so. Here he is, well here they are again, with Siege, Voyager and Megatron. And here they are with Studio Series, Voyager, not Studio Series, Voyager, Megatron, Studio Series, Voyager, Optimus. Because I can speak. So, there you go. Would I recommend Overlord? If you want. It's kind of a difficult one, because he's a really nice figure. If you don't like stickers, then it's not really perfect for you. But as a figure, I can't fault it. It's just a great figure. The articulation is great. The sculpt is great. The plastic isn't as durable as some other plastics, say like Studio Series or Siege. But I really like this figure. I do not regret my purchase. Must admit, I wouldn't have got him if he wasn't on sale. But I can't fault this figure. I really do like it. And if you're an Overlord fan, I have to recommend this to you. But if you don't want to get it, it's up to you. It's entirely your choice. So, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and leave a like, which tends to be what happens if you smash the like button, because I'm smart and I can tell that. If you didn't enjoy it, feel free to dislike the video, and if you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below disclosing what you didn't like about the video, and I will see if I can fix that in future videos. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and if you're new, please subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.